I was just over the edge. I knew I was going, but I had such an ego, I can handle anything. Meanwhile, I'm scrambling like a weasel inside my own head. My name's Robert Welby. I joined the Marine Corps. By the time I had my 19th birthday, I'd been in combat for 10 months.
My name is Ryan. I was in the Navy on submarines. I was a machinist mate auxiliary.
Hi, I'm Karen Jones. I was in the United States Army. I was in telecommunications. I'm an Operation Desert Storm veteran.
My name is Matt. I am a recovering addict. If I keep doing what I'm doing, March 25th of next year, I will be crossing the 13-year mark.
My name is Roosevelt Hitchens Jr. Everybody that knows me calls me Butch.
I knew I had some problems.
I was waiting for that ultimatum, it's me or the drugs.
The things that I was doing, I could have gone to jail for.
I was only arrested 3 times in the early years, and it was always for assaulting not less than 2 policemen.
My wife now, we get in the car and she just said, "Don't make me bury my best friend." I'll never forget that.
When I was in those homeless camps, on the side of the freeway or behind the alley, digging through trash cans, I didn't feel like there was anything wrong with that.
With addiction, you're always worried. Am I going to get more? Did I use too many? Are they going to refill it? And then that just percolates out into the rest of your life.
I was irritable. I didn't want to be around anybody.
I didn't understand what it meant just to enjoy life. The drugs and the experience will take you so far away, and you will defend it.
I was terrified that I wasn't going to make it. I didn't know where to go and what to do. I told the doctor that it hurt, and he just kept prescribing and prescribing and prescribing, and it just snowballed from there.
I learned how to, unfortunately, steal prescription pads from different doctors, and I write my own prescription.
I don't fault him. I conned him.
I didn't even understand what addiction was. I wasn't a junkie. To me, heroin addicts ODing in the street were junkies.
The first time I realized I needed help, I was 21, and I just lost one of my best friends to an overdose. There were 6 of us that grew up together, grew up on the same street. We're all best friends, and today there's only 2 of us left. It just made me realize that I was quickly heading there.
They always say, you'll stop when you hit rock bottom. Well, for me, rock bottom always had a basement.
You have to hit rock bottom. You just have to fall flat on your face and decide then, is my life worth living? Do I want to live like this?
A lot of people that I thought were judging me were just happy that I was okay and I was alive and that I'm the real Ryan.
I was judged a lot in the beginning, but I had bounced so hard on the bottom, I just wanted to learn how to be real.
As far as a stigma of being addicted to opioids, it's real.
I'm sure I have been judged. It's human nature. I'm sure I have.
I see it and I hear it when I listen to veterans.
The stigma that where the majority are judged by the bad actions of a few is inescapable.
The stigma could be undermining just because of people in the past who have maybe tried a program before and failed or kind of just manipulated their way through it. And I think that jades a lot of physicians.
I needed something positive in my life, not to keep going back over the negative things.
I think the other stigma is a lot of people have, well, you're not a true recovering addict if you're still taking medication.
One of the stigmas I have encountered is you're not really clean. You're replacing one for the other.
I truly believe if an addict feels like they have the stigma tattooed on themselves, they're going to give up easier. They're not going to want to pursue treatment.
We all are different, okay? We have different makeups. We have different strengths. And we have to rely on those strengths.
I think the stigma that a lot of primary care physicians carry with them is such that they view addiction in general as being something that is completely volitional on the patient's part. It's self-imposed. They're doing it to themselves. Won't they just learn? But it's way more complicated than that.